to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Northwestern's offense comes onto the field first today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollack.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
The Wildcats want to move quickly. Let's take a step back for a moment and think about Northwestern. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a three-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this three-star the ball.
To the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just...
Makes the grab at the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Long completion for the first down. Did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They go to the ground. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They feed him again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Cavazos. They'll run the screen. He did not make it, a stone wall on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Good right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity to put 3 on the board.
The Wolverines offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw, man, so many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for the...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a drive there of 85 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to throw, it's Cavazos. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He slings it deep to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Back to pass, it's Cavazos. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. On the ground with the counter. Spins away from the defender. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll try to run for it. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds the tight end. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got his man. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
Yeah, and you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Gotw, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Turning it on! He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there was some match.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. He wants it all. Touchdown, Michigan. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to pass, it's Cavazos. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Northwestern right back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime, it potentially makes some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just that nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, the DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get positive yards like you do right here.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Harris. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Sweet cut there. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Touchdown, Northwestern! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Amazing job and awareness by that defensive lineman, locating the football, catching it, and then turning around and scoring. They may want to start using this guy on offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Finding open areas. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. It's a reverse. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Wants to throw. It's Cavazos. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. Northwestern will send out the punt team.
Number 11 on to kick it away.
Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Michigan offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent
Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. Defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Here he comes from his own end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The inside handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Cavazos. Back open in the middle. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Right on the money. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to beat the D deep. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Finds his tight end. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go right back to him. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give as they work on that clock. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Turning it on. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Johnson looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. At the 45 on his way. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And wings it incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your...
He caught it! And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day.
Zone 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm of throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.